Hi, today we're going to be cooking a quick and easy chicken curry dish. For those days where there's just not enough time in the 24 hours, you just wish you could stick it all in there. Driving the kids around, getting yourself to meetings, or whatever it is that you're doing. So this is a nice, quick and easy dish. It should be ready in less than 30 minutes. So we start off with about 2 pounds of chicken thighs. And I have these chicken thighs cut in little thin slices, little thin pieces about this big. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt to the chicken that's been already sliced. And to make your life a bit easier, finding a few minutes here and there to prep your stuff, prep all of your ingredients is certainly a major factor in getting supper on the table very quickly. All right, so I'm going to let this chicken sit here while I cook the rest. So I have about a tablespoon of clarified butter, ghee, and I'm going to add a large onion that I have sliced. I'm going to add that to my butter. I'm going to fry this for about 3 to 5 minutes until the onions soften and they become nicely fragrant. So these onions are looking pretty good. Next, I'm going to add some curry paste. And you can add whichever curry paste you'd like. You can add the green curry. Today I'm using red curry, and this is a spicy version. I'm going to stir this around for maybe 30 seconds, just so that the onions and the curry paste is well blended and that you kind of start to get that aroma. In the meantime, in the background here, I have my rice cooker, and I have 2 batches of rice in there. I'm not going to use all of that today. Trying to simplify your life, trying to make things easier, you choose the path of least resistance. So cooking 2 batches of rice today will give me 2 meals. One for today. If there's any leftovers, maybe a lunch for someone else tomorrow, or I'll use that rice in another recipe. So trying to simplify your rice. Also making a double batch, right? Make a double batch, freeze the other half for another day. All right, so next I'm going to add coconut milk. So I have 2 cans of coconut milk. And the coconut milk brand that I prefer is it's called Chaz. It's organic coconut milk, and the ingredients is organic coconut and water. That's it. No guar gum, no fillers, no extra stuff that you don't know what it is. So this is completely pure coconut. So after the 2 cans are in, I'm going to just crank my heat up a little bit. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, and this adds a beautiful flavor. There's 1, and there's 2. I have 2 tablespoons of apple juice, and I'm going to bring this to a boil. Once this reaches a boil, I'm going to add my chicken. So the smaller the pieces of chicken, the quicker it's going to cook, obviously. So if you're in a big rush, you want to make sure you cut them in very small pieces. You want to keep this mixture boiling throughout. Next, I'm going to add, I have a mixture here of broccoli and cauliflower. You could just use broccoli, you could just use cauliflower. I just happen to have both, so I'm going to use both. About 4 cups. We're going to maintain the boil and let this cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we add our sliced red pepper. So I have a red pepper that I have sliced in these pieces. I'm going to add that to my dish. So we'll cook this for an additional 2 minutes until your vegetables are tender crisp, which means they're cooked through, but they still have a nice crunch. You don't want them to be nice and, you don't want them to be soggy. Now it's time to add some lime juice. So I have a fresh lime I've cut in half. So I'm going to add the juice of 1 lime. So don't be afraid to buy the tools that you need. This is a limer that we bought a nice while ago now. It was probably $5. And the rice cooker, I mean, that's such an easy thing to use. You just put your rice in, your water in, you don't have to check it, you don't have to, worry that it's going to burn to the bottom and run out of water. I've had that rice cooker now for almost 28 years, and I didn't get it brand new. It was passed on by my in-laws who had it for maybe 20 years before that. So maybe for 20 bucks, 25 bucks, you can get yourself a rice cooker at Walmart or anywhere like that. So anything to make your life easier. All right, so now that we've added our lime juice, I'm going to add some fresh cilantro. So I have about, half a cup of fresh cilantro. And I also have fresh basil. So about a quarter cup of basil. And when it comes to this stuff, if you don't like it, don't put it in. If you love it, put a lot. If you don't like it very much, put a little bit. So it's all about balance. It's all about finding what you like and what you like to eat. But there's absolutely no excuses for this supper. It takes less than half an hour to make. It's so good, so quick, so easy, and bonus, it's good for you. Okay, here we have it. I've got a little bit of rice in my bowl, and now the pièce de résistance. There you have it, boys and girls. This is delicious. You have no excuses. It's ready in less than 30 minutes. Do it. I'd love to hear from you. Go to my website, healthcoachkelly.ca, and I have lots of other recipes there. And I'd like to hear from you. Let me know what you're cooking. Thanks for watching.